So today's modern women have become so masculine, combative, and disagreeable that the way they flirt, like legitimately flirt and shoot their shot at guys that they like, is by being disagreeable, rude, and basically just insulting them. Like the 101, like how to flirt as a woman course, like, the female, dating coach that teaches women how to like flirt with guys. Step 1, be a rude bitch and he'll like you for it. This comes with, the general toxicity of modern day feminism and masculinity. And to illustrate the point I'm trying to make here, let's show a reaction. This is a woman. She's doing a skit. I'll put it on the screen in just a second. You'll see it. But just some context. It's a woman doing a skit on TikTok where she's presumably working at this company. She's giving an interview for, a job opening to some guy named John, who's apparently a pretty hunky, handsome man to her. So let's watch the video.
Hey guys, back to the video in just a few seconds, but first, I had to share these amazing results that I've been having on dating apps using 100% fake AI-generated photos. Every single girl that you're seeing on screen right now, I matched with on Bumble using, fake AI photos. And here are the photos on the screen right now that I used. And before you rush to the comments and want to say something dumb like, oh, I could kind of tell that they were fake, I know that you can't tell that they're fake because I'm lying to you. I'm showing you a mixture of both real photos and AI photos, and I bet you can't tell the difference of which is which. And I've done well on the dating apps even before with real photos, but ever since I put AI photos on there into the mix, the results have been absolutely insane, as you were seeing. And not only can I now be super lazy, I don't have to do photo shoots anymore in real life, but I can now get access to backdrops I never could before, such as being on a private jet or some insane looking baller Airbnb. And no, I know what you're thinking. Both the dating app platforms and Instagram cannot tell that these are AI and they will not get you banned. So if you want some of these for yourself, just check out the link in the video description. It's also in the first pinned comment. It's the same link, and we will get back to the regular video now.
Thank you for coming in for the interview. Your name is John. You're John. You're the one who's here for the interview. Well, I don't care that much. But I guess we can start the interview anyways, but it doesn't even matter to me that much. And we don't have a lot of space, so we might be able to give you a spot in the company, but chances are we probably won't, so it doesn't even matter. What did you make this resume on Microsoft Word?
What did you make this resume on? Microsoft Word? So 2 strategies, right? You can be sweet and charming and flirtatious, very feminine, kind of drop, little clues for him to kind of grab onto. But he's like, is she flirting with me? Like, I think she's being like extra sweet and like extra animated, and she's making a lot of eye contact, and her body, at least she did like fix her hair. That's like the one like feminine, her body language at the beginning of the video was a little bit feminine, at least, and like the way she's kind of doing it, but it's still mixed in with her being, a total bitch and insulting him. Like, think about that like as a way to flirt, right? Because here's the thing, to pop up on a woman's radar, like an attractive woman's radar, if you're not like, the 6'5" Chad. This is why negging technique was invented in pickup. Negging technique, I don't want to go off on a tangent. It can work. It's very, very delicate because women are so on eggshells and so masculine and combative that if you're not super playful with it, they'll just get really, really offended. But what works on them, again, so women have kind of learned, either probably subconsciously, they probably consciously aren't even aware of it, but they're like, hey, when men kind of like are like snippy with me and insult me a little bit and push me away and like neg me, like give me like playful little insults, I chase because I have this, toxic Western belief. Romance or a guy being sweet or a guy giving genuine compliments or not playing games means he's desperate, and that's unattractive. And my female brainwash groupthink blueprint tells me that I have to chase after guys that kind of insult me and act like they have better options. Again, that works in the West. That shit does not work in Latin America. The whole like, David D'Angelo, cocky, funny, and very egotistical, and make them think you got better options, and purposely drop hints to let them know you're like dating other girls and you fucked hotter girls than them in the past. You can't be too blunt with that, but that vibe, even if you're not like overtly showing it, but that energy works well in the United States, does not work overseas. And because it works on like women, they think like, well, I kind of like to be like, teased and insulted because I'm, messed up in the head. So guys probably like that too. No, just be sweet and, charming. But let's keep going here.
Your resume says that you're very observant. Oh yeah? John, prove it. You look like the kind of guy that you just show up to work with like bedhead and just like your clothes are just like not even You just like rolled out of bed with bedhead.
That's how you flirt. By first you insulted his resume. Did you make this a Microsoft Word? Then you're like accusing him of like he doesn't get ready properly. He doesn't, like wear nice. He's unkempt, unhygienic. He probably just rolls out of bed and just wears, what is he like, pajamas or any old thing to the office?
That you think that can fly here? That's not the case, John. Pretty boys like you, beautiful boys like you, get eaten alive here. Do you have a girlfriend? No? So that's good or bad. Doesn't matter to me each way. Do you like pasta? If you had to go, because an introductory meeting with the boss to go get pasta, would you eat pasta there? Would you twirl pasta on a little fork? Slurp up your pasta with your fork, or are you stupid? Do you use a spoon? Do you twirl it on a spoon, John? Do you twirl it on a stupid little spoon? Is that what you do, John? Thanks.
So again here, right? Do you twirl your pasta on a stupid spoon? Are you stupid, John? Your resume looks like shit, John. You probably just roll out of bed and don't take care of yourself, huh, John? I don't know where we got, like how in society we came to the point where this is considered flirtatious, why this girl, thinks like this is flirting. And it's really, really sad. And it kind of like, not to get too much on a tangent here, but it goes back to this thing called groupthink that I talk a lot about in society, whereas women just kind of like go with the crowd. Women are super not concerned with being individualistic, right? If they disagree with something that their women's study professor taught them or that they learned at a college campus, more likely than like make waves or go against it, they're very likely to just kind of continue into it. And this is where we've gotten. Girls watch this shit on TikTok. Girls watch how other women, operate and move around. And you see this, like, I'll see, for example, I don't know his name, but there's this influencer, this guy who speaks multiple languages, and he always interviews girls in Miami. I don't know what his background is, but he's like tan. I don't know what he is. Maybe he's part Middle Eastern, part something else. Who knows? But he speaks like 5 or 6 languages and he interviews girls in Miami. If you've ever been on, TikTok or Instagram, you've probably seen this guy. And a lot of time he shoots these shots with these like beautiful women that he interviews. Him, like a Polish girl and speak Polish with her. He'll interview, an Iranian girl and speak Iranian with her, right? The guy's very, very talented and he's got some wit and some charisma. But point being, sometimes they'll like flirt with these girls and then sometimes like they like insult him back a lot. And it's like they're kind of like verbally sparring, like, insulting each other. And then sometimes it comes away with like a legitimate, like a solid contact that the girl's like, buying it up. And then sometimes the girl's just like legitimately offended and like leaves the interview early because she's like, why is this guy insulting me? But it's like, he doesn't know if you're just being like a total bitch because you're a total bitch or if that's your way of trying to flirt. Now, hot take on this stuff, but what do you do with this, right? Interesting rant, interesting to point out, we can kind of like vibe and say, oh yeah, this is true. Most of you guys out there, again, I hear it in the comments all the time. I'm a 6'2" billionaire Chad. Like, okay, sure. Society follows like a bell curve, right? Of like, some guys are like the total schmucks. Most guys are average within the bell curve. And then as we go down, we have like, a few of like, the celebrities and athletes. For some reason, on like the bell curve distribution of like the trolls and the ugly guys to the average-ish guys to at the very end, like the A-list celebrities and, ballers, that's my entire audience for some reason, according to you morons. You're all in this area. I'm being facetious. I'm being sarcastic. But for you guys, 99% of you by statistics who fall in the normal bell distribution somewhere in the middle, you're pretty much cooked in the United States and you just have to go overseas. And that way you won't have to deal with it. Like when girls in Latin America like you, they don't insult you. I can never imagine can you imagine like a Japanese girl, like her way of flirting? You guys probably have never been to Japan, but Thai girl, Filipina girl. And listen, I like a little bit of playful back and forth. I don't like girls that are like completely like quiet robots. Actually the city I'm in, the girls are too boring. I do not vibe with the girls in the city. Especially coming from Brazil, where I used to live, where the girls are very outgoing and like, look, you can like playfully tease them a little bit, but like this is just like your resume looks like shit, John, and stuff like that. So go overseas. The grass is really greener, and if you want some help with that or putting together a high status social media profile that's really, really attractive to women, online dating, virtual assistant, stuff like that. My contact information and what you can message me to get a hold of me is in the description of the video. And that's all. Just a quick hot take today. Nothing too crazy. Peace out, boys.